Anyway, what's up, everybody? It's the Real Rasta Boy TV, and it's your boy, the Real Rasta Boy, coming to you on a brand new, beginning of a new week. Hope everybody had a good weekend so far. Well, have a good weekend, that is. And hopefully everybody having a good week so far. Thank y'all for tuning in and checking out the Real Rasta Boy TV. And if you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead now and hit that button at the top that says subscribe, so you can get all my updates and latest info of when I do video blogs or when I post videos of stuff such as, you know, last night I posted videos of or highlights of the United Negro College Fund performers that were on the show, from Faith Evans, Charlie Wilson, to Melanie Fiona, Tyrese. So make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can get all the details of everything that I post here on my vlog. And make sure y'all check my blog out also, that when y'all can find me on here on YouTube or Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, all of them same time, at The Real Rasta Boy, that is. You can check my blog out at TheRealRastaBoy.blogspot.com. Again, TheRealRastaBoy.blogspot.com. And to go ahead and start at the beginning of the night, we have to go ahead and cheers it up. It's a very simple drink tonight. I'm sure everybody out there can make it out. I've been getting a couple of requests to change it up. So I'm drinking some peach orchid juice, or any kind of peach flavored juice that you have in your refrigerator, with some peach snaps. So I did like kind of 3/4 juice, 1/4 of a peach snap. So it's a bit sweet, you know. All my sweet cocktail drinkers out there, this is very, very ideal for your drink. Just peach juice with peach snaps. Very simple and easy to make. And please go ahead and 2 thumbs up this video before we go any damn further. 2 thumbs up the video. Anyway, Real House of Atlanta was on last night, and I'm coming to y'all with a ratchet booty, donkey ass, whatever recap of season 5, episode 13. So it started off, I'm sure y'all, you know, if y'all gets, you know, y'all housewife fixation on, I'm gonna get, you know, catch y'all up. So it started off with Cynthia. You know, she's trying to get her hustle on. I ain't mad at you, Cynthia. So get your hustle on, girl. She's now into pageants. And that's where she's moving the Cynthia Bailey agency direction, you know, wise right now, because, you know, she's trying to make sure she knows she's some form of stability, you know, for income. So she's trying to go where the money is. So right now she's in pageants, or trying to do pageants, and you know, she's gonna ask Portia to help her or be her assistant. And I'm like, Cynthia, are you for real? Portia don't know a cat different from a cat. And you're gonna ask Portia to be your assistant on this project? Are you for real, girl? Anyway, whatever. We're gonna see how that plays out next week, because I see Miss Portia having an attitude already. And why the heck is Kenya meeting up with you, Portia, to talk about whatever, I don't know, about some dumb shit, or, you know, her and Phaedra issue? How you and Kenya had to discuss, you know, as I said before, she should be apologizing, you know, if you're meeting up about something, and she's not trying to apologize. She's trying to, you know, warn you about Phaedra or some ish. And I, you know, and I'm digging you on that, Portia. You weren't buying it. Kenya seen that you weren't buying it, and the meeting was over before it was even begun. They dashed outside and walked off. You know, Portia called Kenya Miss Ashy, Ashy Foot. And, you know, and Kenya said, you know, while, you know, she can get some, you know, moisturizer or grease or lotion or whatever for her ashy foot, Portia still is wearing or rocking high top boots or sneakers with Donna Ross hair and yellow eyeshadows. I'm telling you, these girls' drama is too much for me.com. But anyway, Candy, you know, invited the girls. You know, Nene's still out of town, so invited the girls for some Moroccan style restaurant, you know, treaty meetup thing. Everybody showed up except Kenya, and they went in on her, trying to discuss her while she's not there. And I'm digging Cynthia. Cynthia was kind of like, y'all discussing somebody that's not even here to speak on their own behalf. Anywho, there goes Portia saying that she can sing. You know, everybody's, you know, talking about Kenya and all of that shenanigans and stuff, and then, you know, Cynthia's letting the girls know that for her pageant, Miss Portia volunteered that she can sing. Portia, come here. Who died and told you can sing? Talking about you're a mixture of like a Mary J. Blige and a Rihanna, Miss Beyonce. Girl, really? You better go lip sync for your life. Because I'm not sure who died and told you you can sing. Because you can barely count from 1 to 100 or know black different from black. So I'm not sure who, you know what? Let me leave you alone because I'm not sure who died and told Portia D. Stewart that she can sing. Anyway, as everybody know, as Candy said also, that everybody who lives in Atlanta is very acclaimed singer or entertainer. So it doesn't surprise me that, you know, Portia says she can sing because, you know, Portia says she's a Georgia peach, whatever. Anyway, Lawrence meet up, and I'm sure he calls himself Miss Lawrence, the same guy from last season who was working with Candy on music, and he did Closet Freak and stuff like that. He also is friend with Candy. I think he does Candy Moore's hair. But anyway, he's the one that loves to wear, along with Derrick J, love to wear heels and wear feminine clothes and makeup and everything like that. Anyway, he meet up with Kenya for drinks or lunch or whatever. And no, Miss Lawrence, no on me, no like them lips. Them red color lips, I'm not digging them red color lips. Well, you know, while to each their own. I'm drinking on my peach orchid juice and peach snaps. To each their own. You do you, I do me. But Miss Lawrence, I was not digging them red Rihanna / Cindy Crawford lips. No ma'am. Anyway, Kenya met up with him and they were talking about the whole, again, Phaedra's issue with the Donkey Booty DVD and all that shit. And you know, Miss Lawrence, although those lips were not, I was not for those lips tonight on ATL Housewife. You were reading Phaedra for days. You know what you know to read, honey. Yes, ma'am. Anyway, so Nene had this charity event and she invited everybody for Shoe Dazzle. You know, she designed her new shoes for Shoe Dazzle, and she's giving all the proceeds to her charity. I think that the charity is for a domestic abuse charity that she was a part, but she's a part of. I think she started the charity, and which is really good. She's giving back all the proceeds from the shoe sales to the charity. I think it's called Nanita or something like that. I'm not sure what the shoe's called. Make sure I go ahead and support my girl Nene on her shoe venture at shoedazzle.com. Anyway, so the night began, everybody's arriving, doing red carpet, pictures, taking all of that stuff, embracing each other, smooth, kisses and all that stuff. Everybody showed up. Kenya, Candy, Phaedra, Cynthia, everybody was there. Miss J, Miss Derrick J, that is. Lauren showed up with Kenya, and lo and behold, Kenya Moore arrived in a homage, as she says, Phaedra's swimsuit, S dress with this lavish hat. What does Kentucky Derby hat with booty pads? I'm telling you, like Kenya, you have everybody talking today about those booty pad and your fishnet outfit with that swimsuit. You had everybody talking this morning about either she's cray, she was the talk. Kenya, you want everybody talking today. Anyway, she arrived at the function and everybody's like, what the hell is wrong with this girl? She arrived up in here in a swimsuit, which she's giving homage to Phaedra. Phaedra said she's crazy and she's an alcoholic and she's bipolar and all these name calling. And Phaedra, you know, Phaedra, you're quick to call somebody out on something, and you know what? I'm not going on you tonight, Miss Phaedra. But anyway, Kenya read you in her confessions that Phaedra, when was the last time you represented anybody that was maybe famous other than Bobby Brown back in 1992? These girls just going back and forth about who's a copycat and who's, you know, this and who's that. The usual stuff that they do every week on that damn show. I can't just take them no more. But anyway, next week on ATL Housewife, Candy's talking about she's gonna work on gospel. I think you need to stick to writing, girl. We don't need to hear nothing now. Last season you were talking about working on country music. Now this season you want to work on gospel. Like, can you like pick a genre? I know it's music, you can do whatever you want to be expressive, but Candy, you want to work on gospel music next week on the ATL Housewives season 5 episode 14 next week? Really? Anyway, we're gonna see more of Phaedra. Not even more of Phaedra, but we're gonna see more of Cynthia and Portia having issue with this pageant that's coming up in a couple weeks. Her husband Cordell and everything's giving her advice about how to check Cynthia on this issue. So make sure y'all tune in Bravo next Sunday, 8 o'clock, because you know the new time is 8 o'clock, so you gotta make sure y'all set y'all DVRs or catch it on the replay at what, 10 o'clock, something like that. Love and Hip Hop Monday. Cheers it up. Love and Hip Hop Monday. I'm drinking peach juice with some peach snaps. Erica Mena, this is episode 4 recap. Erica Mena is doing so much this damn episode and season. I'm like, I'm team Olivia. Even though I'm not a big Olivia fan, I'm team Olivia on this one. How can you try to be on somebody, trying to have somebody be doing a collaboration with you on a song to put you on the map, and then when they don't try to do it, they like some kind of hater, or you're trying to be all hype and whatever on them. Erica Mena, you need to chill, because you nobody really either other than an urban model in my mind, or video vixen, if I can't remember one video that you were in, or a Latina model, whatever y'all call yourselves. But you can't try to use somebody to, well, people do it every time anyway in y'all industry, entertainment, to come up off of somebody else, mean that you use somebody who's already there already in the industry, get ride their sides or their tail codes, and then trying to get your come up off of them. But I'm like, who to tell that this song that you were gonna collaborate with Olivia, whatever, this track was gonna be a radio hit? You so much want to be a music artist that you're so hungry for this. You know what? I can't do you, Erica. You're getting on my last nerve this season. And I'm like, Rich, stop pressuring everybody else to do favors for you for this Erica Mena chick. Like, are you like so like, you know what? I'm not gonna call you that name. Are you so P-whip that Erica got you so around her finger that she wants to be a musical artist? You're gonna be backing her 100%. She wants to be, you know, a crossover model to be doing Vogue and, you know, Harper Bazaar and stuff. You're gonna be trying to, you know, go full 100 for her too. She must be giving you that P from back, right, left, side, up, down, missionary, all that somehow at the same damn time, because I'm telling you, no lie, Rich is going over and beyond for this girl Erica Mena, and she don't even care. So Consequence, everybody know, I'm sure everybody know who is, and if y'all don't know who is a guy that comes on every week with this Muslim shit, talking about his religion every damn week, with his horse looking teeth that look like this, and I'm like, I can't do it. It's so distracting that I'm so distracted by your teeth every week. I can't pay attention to what you're trying to tell me about your religion and everything. And I'm like, how dare you try to have someone change to conform to your religion when they can have their own, you have your own, and y'all work together in making sure the child knows both, you know, religion. I'm like, I would dare somebody to have me trying to conform to their religion because we're together. Really? Next. My heart really leapt on this episode for Yandy. Yandy's baby had surgery. I think he had some kidney issues. Kidney wasn't working really well, and he's, you know, as a young, very young, maybe under 6 months old, and he had to get surgery. But I was so like touched by the story on Love and Hip Hop New York season 3, this past episode, and he had the surgery, which was really good that he recovered and will be doing okay, so that's good that Yandy's and what's her boyfriend name? His name is like Mendezes. I can't pronounce his name. He need to get a regular name because that name is too long and too dumb. Anyway, the baby is really cute too. Baby have really nice pretty eyes. Anyway, so Rocky, Rocky the girl who fought in the first episode with Tahiri. Tahiri's the big booty girl who does the whole urban modeling, and Rocky's the girl who's so-called a DJ that so-called was friend with Joe Budden. Okay, so Jen DePen is the one who's boyfriend or girlfriend with, I'm not sure if she's even married to Consequence, but anyway, she's the one. Jen DePen is the one who has the baby with the Muslim guy. She and Rocky, Miss DJ, went up to some club to have some good time, girls' night out, and there comes walking Tahiri and the red hair girl that looks like she's doing Halloween 2013 already in advance, named Rashida. So they're there and they're socializing, and they couldn't sit down for too long before the bickering's coming out. Introducing themselves to each other, and there goes Tahiri calling Rocky names. Rocky and her had beef from Joe Budden's birthday party, and there goes Jen in the middle with her skinny ass self with this big poofy hair. Like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, I'm lost. What's going on, girl? Is the fact that you're in the middle of a beef. You're in the middle of two people that has beef, and you're like a deer in headlights. Anyway, this girl, Rashida, was telling Rocky that she is known to be the industry PUSSY. And, while I can, agree to disagree with y'all with this bicker back and forth, as Rocky says, it's her vajayjay. She can do or F who she wants to. What does it matter who she's effing? Like, y'all making such a big deal. Like, who's a whore, who's not a whore, who's effing who's suck. Like, oh my God. Oh. So Joe Budden did his home drug piss test on this episode. It came up negative. He passed. Oh well, whatever. Next, I guess. Erica is still flipping out. She flipped out on Rich again on this episode. She said she wants to perfect her craft. So she went to the studio, and the guy who should be working with, the producer guy or the writer, whatever the guy, he should have showed up for the studio time, didn't want to show because he saw her in the club and he was like, hey girl, you like the track I sent? She was like, she didn't like it. So the guy was like, you didn't like the track I sent to you for you to do, why am I showing up for studio time? She flipped out on Rich, Rich's her boyfriend / Olivia manager / who she effing. She flipped out on Rich and talking about this and that, and she stormed off and blah blah blah. Rich said, have a good life, and she said she will. Have a good night, have a good... This, like, y'all are doing too much. I'm like, Erica Mena, you want to be such a music artist per se, whatever you're trying to accomplish, but girl, what are you going to do to your voice? Auto-tune the hell out of it? Because that's the only way I can see you doing a song. You sound like you can sing from last time they did the last season with you when you were on there. They had you trying to sing a song, and you kind of sing and sound like me. I'm not a singer, and you're trying to be on a track with somebody. I wouldn't even dare ask Cassie, who's signed to Diddy's label, to be on a track with you. I wouldn't even dare ask Tia Marie, who was the princess of Rock Nation / princess of what was she? Princess again? Princess. Well, Jay-Z label that time when she was on Great Jay-Z was on. I wouldn't even ask one of those artists that's not even popping right now. I wouldn't even ask Aubrey or Day to be on a track with you. That's how bad it is, Erica Mena. You can't sing. Why are you trying to be pushing this music thing so bad? Just stick to modeling. Why don't you go take some acting class, because you're so dramatic, and be an actress. Or upcoming rising actress, that is. Anyway, next week, Monday, VH1, 8 o'clock. Y'all can see more of that messiness. Anyway, the big story of the night, Whitney Houston's mom, Cissy Houston, was on Oprah's Next Chapter. That's the weekly show that Oprah has on her own TV network. Oprah Winfrey Network TV, whatever. Check your local listing. It was on tonight, and I'm just going to go ahead and give y'all a rundown of some of the highlights of the show. I have a lot of points, so take note. So it started off where Cissy, where Oprah was asking Whitney mother, this was Cissy Houston, y'all should know that, and it was very touching, rather revealing interview for me, as I love Whitney Houston. Every time I see anything Whitney Houston, whether it's music or hear about something, from Whitney or the tribute or something, I get really emotional. And I really like Whitney Houston as a music artist and as a person. So while this was a very revealing interview with Oprah and Cissy Houston. Also, she brought on Whitney's brother Michael. So this is the rundown of some of the major points on Oprah's next chapter with Cissy Houston. Cissy said she did not like Robin. Everybody gonna ask me who is Robin, because I tweeted out Cissy didn't like Robin. Robin was one of her best friends slash executive assistant when she was just coming out musically, and Whitney Houston rumored gay lover, best friend. She also shared, Cissy Houston also shared that Oprah asked her, would you have condoned Whitney Houston if she was gay? And she says no. And so she did not also care for Bobby Brown. And I'm like, you don't like Robin, which was Whitney Houston's best friend slash assistant, and you did not care for Bobby Brown, who was Whitney Houston's husband. You know what? Cissy, you had me like flabbergasted right there. I'm not sure who did you like for Whitney. While everybody, mothers always, don't like spouses or lovers for their children or situations, I'm saying like, this interview was very revealing. She moved on and she talked about that she saw Whitney Houston at one point in her life very, very high. She was very, very sick to her neck and she wanted to kill Whitney Houston. So it must have been really, really bad. She also stated that in the 2001 tribute to Michael Jackson, when she saw Whitney Houston, she looked so skinny and she looked so awful, and she was the thinnest she've ever seen Whitney Houston to be. She also talked about, she also wished that, Whitney Houston had got out of the marriage a long time ago with Bobby, but she said Whitney Houston was not even ready to, to be away from Bobby, which was very sad, because maybe I don't know if she would have divorced Bobby earlier, would she have been alive now? Staying with Bobby longer, would she still be alive right now? I don't know. So I don't hold the future to anybody's future. She said back in, it breaks her heart that, Chrissy, Whitney Houston's daughter, it would break her off if she know that Chrissy's taking drugs. And I hope, I pray that this little girl, which is Whitney Houston's daughter, who's 19, is not using drugs. And she did say that when they spoke about Whitney Houston's monetary issue, as far as is it there or not there, she did say that Bobby Christina will be taken care of, meaning that financially. So there's money there, and the money will be there for a good while, because that money is a lot of money. I don't think Bobby Christina can blow that money. She left a lot of money and legacy for her daughter. What she also talk about? She also she said that Bobby Christina doesn't call a lot, and when she does try to call Bobby Christina, she has to get her all the time. Bobby Christina, please reach out to your grandmother and talk to her more, because you lost your mom. I think you live with your auntie in Atlanta. Please make sure you reach out to your grandmother, and even if you just call her once a week and say, hi grandma, just call and see how you're doing, check in with your grandmother, because you lost your mom. Next closest thing you have to your mom is your grandmother, and I was hoping that you just don't neglect the fact that you still have a living mother figure, or your grandmother, period. She also spoke about whether Bobby Brown was a good father or not to Bobby Christina, and she pleaded the fifth. Y'all know when you plead the fifth in this country of the United States of America, that means that either you agree that he wasn't a good father, 2, you agree that he's not a good father, or 3, he's not a good father. Means the same thing. Plead the fifth, that's what it means. You don't want to answer the question, because if you answer the question and you don't answer the question, it still means that he wasn't a good father. Anyway, she wrote a book she said she wrote the book, which is coming out tomorrow. I'm sure it's going to be a New York best time seller. She wrote the book to let people know not just she wants to be benefit off of Whitney Houston's money or legacy, whatever. She wrote the book just to set the record straight that let people know about Whitney Houston and her dealing with the death and all of that stuff. She's not making no money off of Whitney Houston. She was making money before Whitney, and she's gonna make money after Whitney's death. She's not making money off her legacy, but she's making her own money. So y'all get that straight. She has her receipts. So check her receipts. She got her receipts. She don't need Whitney Houston's money. Okay, Miss Bobby, Miss Cissy, I get you on that, because they're trying to come for you. Michael, aka her brother, aka her twin, revealed that he was the one who introduced Nippy, aka his sister, aka Whitney Houston, to drugs. And I'm like, oh my God. And when Oprah asked him, how long ago was it? He said back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, Whitney was just coming out and being hot on the scene with a nice curly, you know, triangle looking curly hair, giving you stonewashed jeans and a biker's jacket. Whitney Houston was coming out at that time. So imagine him having her on drugs at such an early age in her life. Such a big brother, look up brother to, and you had your sister on drugs. That was heavy on my heart when I heard him say that. You know, must be a relief for Bobby Brown to hear that he was not the one who had Whitney on drugs, because you know everybody was talking about Bobby Brown was the one who introduced Whitney to drugs, but now the world knows that Bobby did not introduce Whitney to drugs. It was actually her brother Michael, because he said it tonight on Oprah's Next Chapter. Also, he said he just came clean, you know, since October of last year. Was only November, December, January, only 3.5 months ago you were clean, so you're still using drugs. But Michael, I'm not sure if it's because your sister's death or whatever, you're still coping with that issue, but hopefully you're, you know, gonna come clean soon. And he said, you know, it weighs heavily on his heart and stuff. And while he said, you know, he introduced Whitney to drugs, I can see the tear and the pain in Cissy's eye. It was so heavy for her, but I'm glad everything is out there. Bobby is not the one who, you know, introduced Whitney to drugs. Cissy finally know the truth. She wrote this book. Please, everybody, go there and support Whitney Houston, mother's new book. I'm not sure the name of the title. I think of Remembering Whitney Houston, whatever it's called. Oprah, I'm giving you 10s across the board for this interview with Cissy Houston and her brother, Michael. Lovely interview. I'll try to get the interview to post it on my blog for those who are there who can't really, you know, get access to own TV in their area. I'll try to get the video to post on my blog, therealrastaboy.blogspot.com. Thank y'all so much for watching tonight, and please thumbs up the video before you go. And the drink of the night was some peach juice with peach snaps. It's your boy, The Real Rasta Boy, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Please go ahead and like me on Facebook at The Real Rasta Boy. Add me on Instagram at The Real Rasta Boy. Add me on Twitter, and I'll follow y'all back. Thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all have a good night. All right? Peace. And I'm going to now go ahead and show y'all a clip from Oprah's Next Chapter, where Whitney and her mom was singing Whitney Houston's favorite song. So please now go ahead and check out a clip from Whitney Houston and her mom singing her favorite song. Thank y'all so much for watching again, and please make sure y'all subscribe, share this video on your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all have a good night.
Remembering Whitney. I love this. Remembering Whitney. My story of love, loss, and the night the music stopped. Sometimes it feels like me and you against the world. And for all the times I cry, I always know that God is on our side. So when one of us is gone and one of us is left alone to carry on, I know remembering will have to do. Our memories alone can get us through. Just think of all the